A couple people have been in my shop and they've kind of asked me how I got this two-tone effect. Stain on the bottom, plain on top. I'm still under construction here, but I'm going to make a cabinet that goes up there. And this is going to be my cabinet door that I basically just made a video on how to line up the door handle. Well, basically I'm going to use a 12-inch paint shield, clean rag, a foam staining brush, and some red mahogany penetrating stain. Now the trick of this is to be as patient and as careful as you can, because once you get some stain on, like I'm going to keep this a totally different color than the edges. Now, easy way is to put this frame together afterwards, but I like to putty the corners up just to keep them nice and tight. But this also comes in handy if you're refinishing. So I stick that plate in there, then I just get the edges, just dip them slightly in the stain. You don't want it wet, so you want to put a stroke there, then and basically just running along the edge with that foam brush. And that's it. Then wipe this clean. Make sure there's no stain on the other side. If you get a little stain here, that's okay. It'll blend into the edges when you're doing it. But make sure it's nice and clean. Get the next edge. Pull it down. Wipe the stain off, and boom. Now, you're going to get some drip, but you can make that fade right into the side of that wood. We'll just get a little more stain in here. Along the edge. Boom. Always remember to clean as you go, so you're getting a nice tight edge. And so far, that's not so bad. I'll lower that later. But next corner. Get nice and tight. Get some more, just dip it in the stain a little bit. Right along the edge. Corner pretty good. Pull it out. Nice and clean. Nice little edge. Boom. Now you're going to get some bleed out, but it should be very minor. Like I said, overall on the edge, it's going to make a nice clean two-tone. Then we do up here. Always make sure your edge is nice and clean. Some more stain. Like I said, we just some little micro sanding at the end. You won't even see that. Edges clean. Just wipe down that edge. Down the edge, and the last piece. And then there you go. And that is how you make a two-tone cabinet. Now I'll just stain around the edges, but you have some touch-up to do as you go. You'll see it. Keep your edges nice and tight. And then there you go. Nice and clean. And always keep some extra clean rags on hand, so as you're going through, you're going to clean up as you go. Now I'll stain this top part. I always like using the sponges. You seem to have a lot less splash when you're going. I just want a quick wipe down on every side. This way, you got any bleed, should be very minor. Like I said, I like the highlight of my stain, so I want the stain doing all the talking. Let's grab some off the lid here. Let the wood grain come out. Make sure not to drag over your work. I just want the nice hues to let the wood grain come out. And there you go. That's how you make a nice two-tone wood cabinet frame. You have some stuff on the edges that you'll miss. And just go around, touch that nice. And you will have some bleed out. But I'll show you how to do some quick sanding to get rid of that. But overall, and that's done, and you have a nice two-tone. Let's go. Make sure I got all the excess. So it's really dripping down. And you can get a little neurotic with this too, and go around with another clean sponge on the edge. From a distance, you're going to have that nice framed out. And you'll see what I do in a later video, how I'm basically making it kind of like a mini barn door on this cabinet. But anyway, you get the idea. Get one of these little 12-inch paint shields. You can even get like extra wide spackle. As long as you can get underneath the edges, you can go through and you can stain it up real nice. But anyway, hope that helps. Brian Garage Mahal, and thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks. There you go. Thank you.